Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and I hope you're all in a great creative mood because today we are going to make these super easy and very fun and sort of a mass make element to them, envelopes and folios for your journals. So let me show you a couple here. I show you more in the video, but I'll show you a couple here where we're going. So we have this shows you the mass make possibilities here. That this was all one folded piece of paper, and this larger envelope has a pocket here and a pocket here and a place for journal space, and this one was cut off the edge of that, and it too has the same kind of pockets. This one I glued down. It has a little tuck spot there if you wanted to use that. And to show you that it could be done with any paper, here's a piece of dictionary paper that I used, and then if we open it up further, here's an even tinier one. This one too has the pocket and the journal space, and I put a little closure on the bottom. But look at this. Is this not the cutest thing? This is the tiniest little envelope. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And inside there are in fact two pockets with little baby tags. Okay, so this is something, it's all the same method, all of it. What else do you want to see? Here's another one, and I just clipped this one closed because it just folds out like so. Has the pocket, one pocket here. Here again is a tiny, and it just opens up and has a little pocket right there. And this one I made to have more space, journal space. So this can go back in here. Here's one, did I show you this with the closure? And again, place for tags and whatnot inside. So easy, a few folds, a few cuts, a little ink, you're done. Oh, and glue. Let's have some fun. All right, so let's see how easy it is to make these little pocketed envelopes. Now, I cannot lie, I love envelopes, and these are just now my new favorite thing. And when you see how easily they're made, you are going to be so happy. So, I'll show you these later and what I did with it to give you some ideas, but let me just show you how simple it is, and then you can go make your own and have your own ideas. So a couple of things. So I used for my envelopes a lot of masterboard printouts that I had made. So yeah, I have weddings on my mind. So I've made masterboard, and these are available online. This one I printed on the back of just basic scrapbook paper. These two pages I printed on a sheet music page. And this one I think I just printed front and back with wedding. So I'm going to show you how easily these get made, and again, you're going to be ecstatic. So let me see here. Let me just pick one. I'll pick this one. Okay. So I have an 8.5 by 11 printed on both sides. It doesn't need to be, but it's nice when it is. This is HP 32. My favorite little inkjet paper. You can use really almost any kind of text weight paper, perhaps even copy paper, but something that's a little opaque if you're printing on both sides is usually better. So all you have to do is know in advance, sort of, which is going to be your pocket. Like, okay, so here, this looks like maybe it was made with this sheet. So this is the pocket, and that's what I wanted as my pocket. And here you can see I made two little pockets. So I know that this is going to be my pocket, so I want to fold the sheets with that facing out. Okay, and I'm just going to give it a fold. I'm folding it exactly in half. All right, so now I'm going to take this little edge that I know I want as my pocket, and I'm going to fold it back. So I'm folding the page back on itself, and I'm overextending it by about an inch here. See, that's about an inch. But you could be variable there, and you can experiment and see, you know, what size you like. So now I've done that. So I did another crease there. Now I'm taking that same edge and folding it up. like so. You get the idea here. And then we fold the top down. Now you can make the top meet the bottom for like a folio sort of creation, or you can have it up a little higher if you want it to feel more envelope-y. So this one I'm going to do a little bit higher just for fun. Okay, so now it's your decision how big you want to cut them. I mean, you could use this all on its own and just do the gluing to make the pockets and the flap, or you could do what I've done here, which is I made it smaller. I just cut it here, and then I get 2 pockets, or 2 envelopes rather, out of each sheet. So that's how easy this is. You could cut 7 out of this. It's really up to you, but that's how simple it is. So then, for our demonstration, let's make a little one. So I'm just going to cut it right along there. All right, so then what do I do to it? I normally round some edges. So I normally round the envelope flap edges with large, just because personal preference. Then I come in and I make a little thumb inset here. Okay. And then I do tend to round these guys too. I just like it. You don't have to. There are no rules. You can do whatever you want most of the time. And then I also do this corner up here. So this little project came to me while I was just sitting around folding paper, which, as you know, I do. So now we've got all of our cuts done. And we want to make this a pocket first, we know that. So we simply take the glue and run it. Okay, the glue is clogged. There we go, let's see if that works. There we go. So I'm using the glitter glue here because it's what was handy, and it's skinny and it dries quickly. You can use any glue you like. And I don't know if I mentioned, you could do all of this with A4 paper or even 12 by 12 paper, or really anything. So now you have some options. You can simply glue this down, and that makes the envelope pocket. So let's do that because we know we're going to in this case. And again, just a little bit of glue and fold it down. So now we've created our 2 pockets, one here and one here, and we have this flap. Now we can glue it down completely and make it feel like just an envelope with a pocket. We could leave it open and leave it for journal space, or particularly with vertical folios, we could make it a pocket on its own. Just close it up there, and then it'll be a pocket this way. So I wouldn't suggest that for a envelope that you think is going to be like this way, because it could fall out if you make that a pocket. So for this, I'm just going to leave it as a journaling space. But again, 2 pockets, one there and one there. So super fun, super easy. And then I have the other side of this sheet that I can cut into more envelopes or leave it as a larger one. So let me show you a few ideas and a few hints and tricks that I learned while making these. The first thing is that you can use a variety of papers. As I mentioned, I used, what do you call it? Sheet music paper for one. Where is it? Well, here's part of it. This was one I did where I printed directly on sheet music. If you're going to use prints that you're going to print yourself, and you want the front flap and the insides to both be right side up, so to speak, here's the trick. You want to print your designs head to toe. So what is vertical here and right side up, oh, wrong one. Somewhere I have a one that I printed on both sides. There we go. Again, right side up here, upside down here. And then you could still choose when you go to make it which side you would like to be that inner pocket, but then everything else remains right side up after you do your folding, except actually the back of the envelope, which would be the address side of the envelope. But it typically doesn't matter. This one is right side up. This one I also assumed would be kind of a vertical one, and that could have tags in here, and journaling space. And this can then just get tucked into your journal. So here's one. Same thing, I made it long, and then I made long tags to go in here, and I did that just by cutting the other side of this paper and folding it in half. So there you have those. And then this one I added a little closure to. This is another wedding one, and it opens up and has spaces for tags, and there's another space here, and then journal space. So there's that one. What's up with this one? Same thing here, vertical with 2 pockets. Where is this one? This one I went a little crazy, and I haven't decided yet. I think right now I'll leave it open, and it'll just open all the way. But look at all these little pockets. Come on, isn't that adorable? Okay, now I haven't decorated my tags yet, but here you just get ideas, okay? So now it's your turn. You have to go and decide what you want yours to be. So here's one of the music ones, but also somewhere in here, in one of these, you think I'd be a little bit more organized, but then I wouldn't be me. Here you can see I used a different paper. I used book page, and this worked out great, and has 2 little spots for tags in it, and it's tiny enough to actually fit in here. I did another one somewhere in one of these with a dictionary page, and it did the same thing. It made a really cute little, sorry, I know it's here somewhere. No, not there. Anyway, you get the idea. Maybe it's in here. Oh, this I put a little clip on. And it opens, oh, because this one opens up all the way so that the pocket becomes the bottom of this really nice journaling space. And then I just have a clip holding it all together. Again, stick this somewhere cute in your journal. Same thing here, a little bit different. This one has space down here, you know, a little tuck spot, and then a pocket, and then it opens up. So these are just ideas. You can use any paper you want. The other thing I want to show you for a tip is this. All right, so this one I folded, and I usually don't get bothered by things being upside down. I mean, they're junk journals. We get to, you know, have our way with things. But this one really bothered me. So I looked at it and said, well, how can I correct that? Well, it's super easy. Just refold it the opposite way. So this, every fold that was going one way, mountain or valley, do the opposite. And then I have it right side up. The bows that I think really make a difference are right side up. So that's just a little tip. You can always refold it if you don't like what you're getting with your designs, how they match, how they don't, once you print them. And again, use regular paper, use book pages, use scrapbook paper. All right, and for those of you who need to see, you can use actually any paper at all. You know, I've used a lot of prints and scrapbook paper and whatnot, but here, basic dictionary page that I had lopped the sides off of, we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna take this, fold it in half. That's always the start. And then I'm gonna take it and fold it back on itself, leaving, again, you need to be the judge here about how big a pocket you want, but let's just leave it about an inch. We'll just stay consistent with that. And then we fold this up. And now we've got our pocket, and you can fold it to here, right? And make a little folio where this edge meets this one, or you could fold it like a paper clip and come down all the way, and then trim it. And then you have a little pocket here, a little pocket here. But for this one, I'm gonna fold it this way. Because I like that. And then grab a pair of scissors. Let's just cut it right there. So there you see, same thing. Put a little thummy thing here, ink it up, glue it, and you've got this size. All right, now watch. These are even smaller pages. Same thing. You fold this way in half. So it's not confusing. This way, leaving about an inch. And then, oh, apparently I had 2 pages. Okay, we'll go with it. Oh, we really can't. There we go. And now fold it in half. So now, from this little Sears Roebuck page, cut it in half, round your corners, make your pockets or your fold out. You know, you could do it like this, any way you like. Let's see how small we can get. Let's try this. It might be too small, but what the heck. All right, so we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to fold it and bring it over itself a tiny bit. You know, this one a little bit smaller, not a full inch, maybe more like a half. And fold it up. And then fold it down. Oh, I really like that. And I'm going to cut these here. And now I've got these 2 microscopically small pockets. And here too, we'll use this longer one. I'm going to need something underneath this because this cutter doesn't like doing skinny paper. So let me put this under here. There we go. And now I have my little pocket and my larger pocket and this. So that just shows you how tiny a piece of paper you can use to do this method. It just always fold it in half, fold it on itself, and go on. So go create, be awesome.